feet from France, number 20, Alex Saw. At guard at 6'4", from Pittsburgh, number 8, Bub Harrington. And at guard at 6'4", from Michigan, number 13, Jordan Poole. Head coach of the Wizards, Brian Keefe.
Welcome back to Uncle Mo TV in collaboration with KVO. We gonna watch the Knicks versus the Wizards. Game ain't start yet, but it's coming. Man, I wish I could show this stuff without them shutting down the stream. They doing their thing, man. I like how they put that together.
And now, please welcome the Chase Freedom Unlimited starting lineup for your New York Knicks. At center, at 7 feet from Kentucky, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. At forward, at 6'4", from Villanova, number 3, Josh Hart. Number 8, O.G. Anunoby. At guard, at 6'6", from Villanova, number 25, Mikal Bridges. And at guard, at 6'2", from Villanova, number 11, Jalen Brunson. The head coach of your New York Knicks, Tom Thibodeau. Let's play ball.
There is no building in basketball that sounds like Monday night, New York City. Knicks basketball at the Garden against the Washington Wizards. And the starting lineup, the usual 5 for Tom Thibodeau. Meanwhile, the starting lineup for the Wizards have 2 19-year-olds and a 20-year-old. Although they just did make a switch now. Malcolm Brogdon has come in, so Brogdon started. So they now have a 19 and a 20-year-old. Not quite as young as I originally thought, but this is one young team. And Karl Anthony Towns, another magnificent game last night, but he really seemed like he hurt his back glide. And by the way he was walking, he didn't play the final 7 minutes. Part of that was the score of the game. You wondered if he was going to be able to go, but he's out there and ready to start.
Remember, he missed the game prior to playing last night. So came back with the vengeance, 26 and 15, 6 assists. So he's adding to his repertoire now. And what about the Knicks, folks? Sharing and carrying, 33 assists, 2 shy of their season high.
Our Tullamore Dew opening tip brought to you by Tullamore Dew. Irish whiskey when it's game time. It's Tully time. Karl Anthony Towns against the 19-year-old rookie, Alex Saw from France.
These teams saw each other in the preseason. We played them twice. Knicks were victorious. They're coming off a humiliating loss to the Pistons, folks, at home. The Wizards, 124-104. So they'll be trying to seek some revenge tonight. Also, 8 consecutive losses.
So while they have lost 8 in a row, Knicks trying to win their 3rd straight. Wizards 1-5 on the road. The only team they've beaten was the Hawks. They beat them twice, but they've lost a bunch of games by 20 or more. It's clearly a rebuilding year for them.
They have Kuzma, they have Poole,
they have Brogdon, and Brogdon gets the soft bounce. He played last night, It was his first game with the Wizards because he had right thumb surgery back in October, so this is his second game of the
He's been
season.
injury prone throughout his career, Brockton. A good player when healthy.
Brunson looking, and Anunoby once again cuts and gets the dunk, and this is what we've been seeing, Clyde.
How does he get so uncontested? He's got to be among the leaders in dunks this season, Mike.
He's up there.
Yeah, that one game he has 7, and he's been averaging almost 2 or 3 per game since.
And so much of it moving without the ball. Here's Alex Sarr.
We mentioned Sarr, 7-footer.
That's an impressive looking shot.
Yep, man from France.
Last year played in the Australian Professional League called the NBL. And again, he's just 19 years old. He's a very good defensive player, especially for how little he has played basketball.
Yeah, we mentioned the 2 block shots by Sarr among the leaders.
Good screen set by Towns. Brunson draws the foul, and he's going to head to the free throw line right away.
Yeah, it looked like Poole frustrated with the call. So Brunson coming off a rare poor game, folks. But he did have 10 assists, a season high, at the line now for 2.
Well, his playmaking has been excellent. As you mentioned, the 10 assists last night. He's now 11th in the NBA, just under 7 assists per game. And Clyde, it just shows you that how the Knicks can win games when he struggles with a shot.
Right, he was the only starter not to have double digits, at least 20 points. So that was a positive sign. And all the other Knicks with the knack, and also the bench as well, Mike. Payne off the bench had an excellent game.
So Brunson knocking down some free throws.
Tuning in, Deuce again, not going tonight.
Knicks here at home, 4-2 overall. Hart on Brogdon. Brogdon, a very good player. He gets fouled. Hart with a little bit of a shove, and Brogdon will shoot.
Can't allow people to do what they can do. Hart allowing him to go to his right. Watch what Brogdon does. See, Hart had plenty of time to force him to the left, and there's no help coming there. So Brogdon previously a 2-pointer, now looking for one more.
This is now his 5th NBA team. Milwaukee, Indiana, Boston, Portland last year. They acquired him in a trade, the one that sent Abdia to the Portland Trail Blazers. He's a good player, former NBA 6th man, rookie of the year. He's averaged over 20 a game a couple of times.
Very intelligent young man. They talk about president with him or something.
That's what they were saying. Karl Anthony Towns with his first 3-pointer to tie the game.
Poole in a hurry. Nice dish inside.
And poor transition defense by the Knicks.
Sarr, bonjour, monsieur.
Well, nobody's missed a shot. And taken 6 for them by the Wizards. Wizards played the fastest, or the 3rd fastest pace in the NBA. Sarr gets the rebound off the missed Towns tip.
We know the Knicks are the slowest pace in the NBA.
Bub Carrington, another rookie. There's Kuzma from the corner. Kuzma able to hit. They haven't missed yet. 5 for 5.
Kuzma averaging 18 points. Previously, Poole pushing the ball. Sarr showing his stuff.
Towns against Sarr. Brunson, short. Rebound deflected by Hart, kept alive. Bridges tries. That's short as well.
Not a positive sign. The Knicks played last night. Shots coming up short. Could it be those legs are tired?
So both teams playing last night, as Clyde mentioned, a 20-point loss at home for the Wizards against Detroit.
But the Knicks starters, Mike, all played over 40 minutes.
Well, 3 of the 4 played over 40 as Brunson over to Hart. Down low to Bridges. Bridges posting up Poole, lays it up and in off the glass.
Poor D by Poole, not putting up any resistance there. So Bridges posted and toasted him.
Well, they have the 2nd worst defensive rating. That's where they have struggled defensively.
And offensive rating, Mike, they're total calamity.
Sarr misses that. Excuse me, their defensive rating is 30. My mistake, and offense is 29, Clyde. So you're right. Towns inside. Nice move, just couldn't finish.
If it was gymnastics, he'd get a 9 for that.
Kuzma fires away and throws up. I don't think you can count it an air ball because it did graze the net.
Previously, Kuzma switching from the corner. But this time, we're hearing it from the crowd with the UFO.
He's been struggling early this season. He had a strained groin. That's part of it, but he hasn't shot well. This time, Towns finishes.
Would not be denied. And we have been amazed at his agility and mobility.
Wizards hoping Brogdon can kind of settle him down and be the floor general. Poole, that's an air ball.
Poole, their leading scorer, 22 a game.
He's been playing well.
Poor shot, poor defense so far by Poole.
Brunson gets inside. What a tough shot, tough angle as he went right out the rookie. And Jalen Brunson upset. He's telling Tom Washington, come on, he pushed me. Excellent move from Brunson. And the Knicks get a second field goal from him.
Take a look at the Knicks' two top guns. Towns previously missed the layup, but not this time. And look at Brunson. Look at the physicality by the defense. I agree with him. That was a foul.
New York, let's get loud. Stand up, New York. Someone ahead and get loud.
Watch that back screen. Short cat, short cat. Oh, let's go. That's my fault, I gotta pick it up.
Our MSG Player Spotlight presented by Chase Freedom. Now, some players, when you put a mic on them during a game, they act differently, try and put on a little show. Not Josh Hart. This is who he is every single game, Clyde.
You know, Alan mentioned loquacious, tenacious, and this is his hometown team. So Hart, a native of Maryland. So you know he's psyched tonight.
There's a good chance the battery is going to wear out by the end of the first quarter. He talks so much.
Brunson previously inside. Look at that bounce pass. Oh,
and Bridges right there on a follow. Towns thought he got hit. That was a beautiful feed from Brunson. Knicks have scored 8 straight now.
Bridges' hoops have come in the painted area.
Kuzma trying to get going, but misses that. Towns grabs the rebound.
Previously air ball by Kuzma.
Brunson, oh, what a pass inside, and Hart finishes. Brunson threads the needle. 10 straight points.
Who say they're the slowest team in the NBA? Knicks with feline quickness now.
Already 3 assists for Jalen Brunson. Jordan Poole gets away. His nice feed, and Kuzma with the flush.
Both teams thriving on the interior now. Good dishing.
Well, that's what Brian Keefe, the new head coach, a former Knick assistant, wants from Poole, a distributor as well. He's playing more of the point guard this year.
That's an adjustment for Poole, who's a bona fide shooter.
Brunson, Josh Hart, his three-pointer, got it. Knicks spreading the wealth once again.
Hart had
5 starters have scored already.
Hart had 3 threes last night.
Poole, nice pass to Sarr, and Sarr's banker won't go. Hart rebound, looking to push.
Sarr bankrupt.
Koulibaly guarding him.
This pace has quickened. Previously, Bridges huffing and stuffing off a missed shot.
And a foul on Poole. Second foul on Poole.
Take a look at the teammates, the roommates, adding excitement to the Garden. Dishing and swishing in transition this time. And Brunson again hell-bent to get to the basket. Hart, the 3 ball, so he's been flirting, Mike, with the triple-double.
Yep. He has 1 this year.
Yeah, that was in Philly.
Jonas Valanciunas, Corey Kispert as Bridges gets the inbound. Feeds it all the way out to Hart. Another 3-pointer. It's good. What a start for the Knicks. 9 of 14 from the field and a 9-point lead.
Richard Hart, obviously a little more adrenaline playing against the hometown team now, thriving from behind New York.
Valanciunas fumbled it. Anunoby ahead to Hart. Holds on, finds Towns through his legs. Ball tip. Brunson trying to get it. Little Keystone Cops there, Clyde. Alley-oop. Kuzma comes down with it. Kispert nails the 3 right off the bench.
That's his forte, shooting the 3 ball. They gave him a big contract, Mike.
Yeah, Kispert re-signing this offseason. Jalen Brunson right back. Knicks are 4 of 6 from downtown.
Knicks averaging about 13 threes a game.
Little Euro step. Poole gets to Valanciunas, who lays it up and in. Keyshawn George has also come into the game for Washington. Another one of their young players, a rookie from Miami. Brunson, short.
George in transition.
You see Kuzma pushing right away. That 3-pointer misses, knocked out of bounds. Nick Ball. Jericho Sims and Cameron Payne will check in for the Knicks.
You mentioned Payne's grand duo the last game, 9 points, 6 assists off the bench. Obviously, Deuce again missing the game.
3rd straight game. Deuce McBride out. A left knee. That's some inflammation.
This Knick bench, the worst in the NBA, folks, only averaging 18 points a game. 10 of those by Deuce.
Brunson gets inside. Rebound, Valanciunas.
Stumbling. So the Knicks have been missing some easy ones. Towns and Brunson.
Poole's got a lot of flair to his game. Gets it out to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 5. Sims picks up Kispert, but backs up a little bit. And Brunson the rebound off the miss.
Brunson averaging about 2 bounds a game.
Payne to Bridges. Bridges off the bounce. The pull-up jumper. A rare miss from mid-range. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say it's Nick Ball. The Wizards disagree.
Yeah, Bridges very efficient against his former team with that mid-range jumper.
Here's Cameron Payne.
Uh-oh.
Anunoby, good catch. Sets 3. Got it. 5 3-pointers already, and there's still 3.5 to play here in the first.
It's been contagious for the Knicks now, the 3 ball.
And now they're saying that's a 2-pointer. My mistake.
Backdoor.
Poole, feed inside. Anunoby, good defense there to help poke it away.
Wizards average 15 turnovers a game.
Anunoby running the floor after the defense. Timeout, Washington. Knicks already with 30 points, and we're not even 9 minutes into the game.
We featured OG at the top of the show. His offensive prowess, moving and grooving without the ball. The 3 ball, he's augmented his game. 60% with the 2 ball. And watch how does he get over? Look at the relentless effort there. The Wizards switch teams deep, and OG benefiting.
Why would I use Hims to have my ED meds delivered to my door? I love pharmacy lines.
Why would I use clinically proven ingredients to regrow my
Once a Knick, always a Knick. Please welcome Knicks legend Earl the Pearl Monroe. And fans, Earl is celebrating his 80th birthday. Join us in wishing Earl happy birthday.
There's no better place to parlay than Caesars Sportsbook. With quick picks, you can tap right into pre-built, ready-to-bet parlays right from the home screen. Caesars Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA and the only sportsbook app with Caesars Rewards.
Back here at the Garden, Kicks and Cocktails presented by Verizon. Back for its 4th year. Mix and mingle with your favorite players and support the Garden of Dreams Foundation. Be sure to check out the Slam Dunk Package presented by Hub International for a VIP experience. Scan the QR code and get your tickets today. Knicks scoring at will. Valanciunas shot short. Jericho Sims the rebound.
Valanciunas coming off the bench these days because of Sarr. Look at this man just mauling them inside now. OG having his way.
Kispert initially blocked it, then called for a foul.
Kispert no match for OG. Let's take a look right there. Obviously inadvertent. I mentioned OG's offense propelling the Knicks early on in games. He's been the catalyst.
Well, the confidence in his offensive game is off the charts. It's just different this season. And he's improved his three-pointer. He's taken more off the dribble, going to the rim, mid-range, a little bit of everything, Clyde.
Yeah, a lot of his damage is just perpetual motion, coming up with those easy dunks.
He's got 7 early points. Knicks up a dozen. There's Carrington high off the glass. That's a pretty good pass. It's going to count as a field goal attempt and a rebound as Valanciunas gets his second field goal.
Sims had to contest, and that left Valanciunas all alone.
Brunson to Payne. Cameron Payne sets, fires, and hits. Now that's 5 3-pointers.
Payne 6 assists the last game and no turnovers.
Tom Thibodeau was raving about Payne and just that energy he brings off the bench. Johnny Davis misses that. Kispert the offensive rebound.
Kispert
wide open.
Up the ball.
Somebody left him, but he can't hit it. And Jericho Sims grabs another. Anunoby goes right at Kispert, who shuts him off well. Anunoby tries again. Payne wide open. Another three. Cameron Payne off the bench. Back-to-back threes.
Previously the left side. This time the right.
Knicks have 10 assists already. As Valanciunas goes right at Jericho Sims. Sims defends him well and then gets the rebound.
Payne in a hurry. Made his last 2 threes.
Got that herky-jerky style. That time lost it. And then fouls George.
We just paid homage to Payne the last game. 6 assists, no turnovers. He makes 2 consecutive 3 balls and coughs it up with this one. But this is the other 3 that he made. A little deja vu. Previously the left side, this time the right with the switch.
Tyler Kolek comes in. Pacome Dadier comes in along with Towns, Payne, and Bridges. Again, second game of a back-to-back. As Clyde mentioned, a number of Knicks played 40+ minutes, so a chance like a minute 23 to give some of the guys a chance to go on the bench, not only for the final 123, but the time in between the first and second.
All the Knicks with the knack so far.
Carrington in and out. Towns' 5th rebound. He's 3rd in the NBA in rebounds per game. Now as the trailer play drives inside, Valanciunas altered that shot.
Yeah, he was waiting. Towns was too far out.
Kispert drives.
Kispert got a shooter 10 feet away.
Comes up short. Valanciunas using his strength.
So Valanciunas off the bench providing the impetus now.
He's got 6 points. As you like to say, that's one strong dude.
Nobody blocking out. That's become a lost art today.
Boy, his range is effortless. Towns upset as he tripped on Valanciunas afterwards.
Straight on with the hoop was Towns. George hell bent to get to the hoop.
Dadier the foul. So the 40 points. It's the high for any quarter the Knicks have scored this season. Not surprising. Again, the Wizards, this is where they really struggle defensively.
And the Knicks have had a knack with the three balls, lethal shooting by the starting five, and George at the line now for 2.
They give up the most points so far in the NBA, just under 124, as George hits the first. George, a first-round pick in this past draft. The Knicks actually selected him, then traded him to Washington for other picks. He was born in Switzerland, went to high school in France, and then played 1 year college at the University of Miami.
I like him. He seems to be a good hustler, Mike. Works hard out there.
Well, that's what the Wizards are saying. Like, they know they're going to lose a lot of games, but the young players play hard, as Valanciunas blocks Towns.
Second time he's denied Towns off the bounce.
Here's Carrington, finds Kispert. Towns, good recovery. Kispert inside of Valanciunas.
He has the hook shot. Look at the continuity by the Wizards, the duping.
Bub Carrington lines that one up and gets the 3 to go.
Yeah, duping and hooping there. That type of defense, folks, that you know, just running by guys like that, you can stay on your feet, man.
Carrington, the 19-year-old, that had a foul to give. Johnny Davis says that. Knicks will inbound with 5.9. Davis, their former lottery pick, now in his 3rd year. Kuzma is going to come in for defensive purposes.
How ironic that Kuzma and Poole, 2 guys have been to the mountaintop. They know what it's like to be champions. And now struggling with this team.
Poole with Golden State, Kuzma with the Lakers. Now, Kuzma tried to get in, but he didn't get to the scores table in time. Yet everybody stopped, so they'll restart it again.
One of my pet peeves, let him in the game. That's why we're here, to see the players.
You know, instead of keys to the game, one of these days we're going to have to do Clyde's top 5 pet peeves. Bridges goes across, falling away. Tough shot, in and out. Fight for the rebound. And an excellent first quarter comes to an end. Knicks shoot 58% from the field, 7 of 10 from three-point range, and have 11 assists. All 5 starters got on the board in the opening minutes as the Knicks close out this homestand. After 1 here at the Garden, 40-27, Knicks up 13.
Must first make a layup. Whoever gets 3 straight aces or 3 straight O's on the board in 1 minute or less is our winner. All right, contestants, if you're ready, get set, go! Congratulations, you're going home with $500.
You got him. Hey! Campaign, loud. Good job, Ananobi.
Non-stop from Josh Hart. Meanwhile, Dottier with a three-pointer. And the Knicks up 16 again.
Yeah, the neophyte has been efficient with the three ball.
Carrington misses.
Kolick playing some good D that time, contesting the shot. That's what he has to work on, folks. They're more intense on the D.
Payne goes up top. Dottier puts it on the floor. His jumper comes up way short.
Yeah, Carrington all over that shot. Good D by Carrington. Here comes George. Remember, we like his effort. He's hell-bent to get to the hoop.
George inside to Sarr. Poked away, tried to jam it in there. Turnover.
I mentioned these guys average 15 turnovers. Knicks only 11.
Josh Hart. Up and in. Hart in double figures. 10 points on 4 of 4 from the field.
We see some creativity from Hart in the last 3 games. Normally just a spot-up shooter. Sarr.
Short. George the rebound. Hart shooting 58% from the field.
Oh, good duping by George.
Blocked, but a foul. Kolick.
Just look at Hart. Normally just a spot-up shooter or a guy thrives in transition. Watch the creativity with the bounce. Dexterity to the left hand. And a little jumper in the paint.
So look at those numbers. And again, the scoring is up. But the rebounding at 9 rebounds per game for Hart, which he's 19th in the NBA. He's over 6 assists per game, which is 22nd in the NBA.
In the last 2 games, 14, 9, and 9, and 28 and 8. So after having that triple-double in Philly, flirting with another triple-double.
In terms of impact on the team, as Payne pushes, can't get it to go. Josh Hart, it's one of the best trades in recent franchise history for the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Carrington, nice left hand from Bub Carrington.
Usually the good defense by Carrington.
Bub Carrington from Baltimore. Last year played at University of Pittsburgh, just 1 season. There's Kolick trying to find some room. Quick release and gets the bounce. Nice dupe there from Tyler Kolick.
That's why keep your dribble, keep your head up. He was able to capitalize.
18-point lead. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the second.
George, creativity, but to no avail. Good vexing D by Towns.
Payne looks up top. Dottier.
Previously Kolick in the paint off the bounce.
The rookie's out on the floor right now. Dottier. High arcing 3-pointers. Good. How about Dottier from downtown? He's 2 for 2 so on the season. He's 4 for 7 from 3-point range. And a timeout call. Knicks have 50 points with 9 minutes to go in the half. 9 of 12 from 3-point range. Well, November 18th, a special day in Knicks history. Go all the way back to 1972. Knicks were trailing the Bucks by 18, run off 19 straight points. The game's final 5 minutes to defeat the Bucks. Maybe the most famous comeback in history.
Allen throws it with Jabbar. Jabbar turns and shoots. The Knicks win. The Knicks win. What a ball game. The Knicks win at 87-86. They go to Madison Square Garden. 19 points in a row. One of the most fantastic victories of all time.
Again, the most famous comeback in Knicks history. And Earl Monroe had 22 points. It's also his birthday coming up this week, and he's with Alan Hahn.
Thank you, Mike. Here with Earl the Pearl Monroe. So not only are we celebrating a birthday this week, today is also an anniversary of that amazing comeback your team made 1972 against the Bucks. Clyde always gives you credit for making some big shots late in that game, the last 5 minutes. What do you remember about that comeback?
Well, I remember we were down unbelievably to a real good team, and you know, we kind of got ourselves together. We put together some shots in a row and made some stops, and we were able to pull that out.
I remember watching that, the replay of that. The game ends and you guys grab the ball, run off the court as fast as you possibly can. You feel like you stole one?
Well, we knew we stole one. We know that was with Kareem and Oscar Robertson. So anytime you get a chance to beat those guys, you better run off the court quickly.
All right, look, we're also celebrating a birthday this week on Thursday. You turned 80. How do we feel?
I didn't know I was turning 80 until somebody told me. But, you know, it's a great number. And, you know, I've seen a lot of things. And, you know, thank goodness I'm here today to see this.
One last thing for Clyde, who also will be turning 80 at some point as well this season. Just, again, if you want to send a message to him, here's your chance.
Stop looking like that, Clyde. You're messing me up.
He messes all of us up, Mike.
All right, Alan. Obviously one of the great players in NBA history, but one of the finest men you'd ever meet, Clyde.
And how ironic tonight, Earl has had his number retired by these guys. Washington, who were the Baltimore Bullets prior to changing their name, and also has his number retired with the Knicks as well.
He looks good tonight, Clyde. You know, he's obviously had a bunch of health problems over the past several years. And I think the last time I remember talking to him, it's like 46 different surgeries he had during the course of his life. Just an extraordinary number, and still with that great smile. Bub Carrington misses the three. Sarr gets the rebound over Towns.
Yeah, he's averaging 5 of those. Go with 10 points, 2 blocks. Kispert right in his area, couldn't get a shot. Good D by the Knicks this time.
Carrington tied up, stripped, and he'll go down the other way. By the way, Earl, I mean, just a side comment about the Bucks being, that was a good team. That's a team that had Kareem and Oscar.
And they go over 5.5 minutes without a point.
Right, crazy. Dottier likes that high arc. That one a little short.
He made his first 2 threes. That time the air ball.
Kispert drives and finishes. Good hard drive from Kispert.
Kispert's been bouncing and announcing. Normally a good 3-baller. That time creating off the bounce.
52-31. Knicks 58% from the field. 14 assists. Towns spins, leans, count it, and one. That's where Sarr, again, Sarr is going to be a good defender in this league, but schooled a little bit that time on the footwork.
Watch how Towns maul and appall the neophyte. Just pounding him. Yes. Well, again, watch the weight difference. You see, look how he's literally off his feet trying to guard Towns.
That's our Motorola Razor replay, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Sarr was also illuminated by Wembanyama, Mike. Wembanyama scored 50 against them.
Well, you see the influx of talented players from France. Dottier and Sarr, 2 examples, 2 19-year-olds playing in the NBA now. Of course, Wembanyama, chance to be a generational talent.
Poole, a solid night. He's their top gun. Nothing from him.
Right on cue. Nice work there, Clyde.
That's his forte, of course, shooting.
That's only his second shot in 10 minutes, which was very unpool-like.
Now trying to adopt to being a point guard.
Towns on the catch and the flush. Karl Anthony Towns with authority.
What sore knee, what bad back. Towns agile and hostile.
Kuzma, dangerous pass. Poole able to catch it. Kispert can't get that to go. Towns has now 15 points and 8 rebounds.
Brunson off the foot.
Off of Poole's foot. Still Nick ball.
Let's take a look at Towns' grandeur, the splendor. First of all, the agility, then the hostility. And remember, he had a bad back, he had a bad knee, showing no ill effects on this pick and roll. And look out below. So good omnipotence by Towns.
Knicks starting 5 all back in. Kuzma is back in with Poole, Valanciunas, Carrington, and Kispert.
Pushing and shoving going on there.
Brunson to Towns. Towns again puts his head down, drives inside, layup. Not that time as he tumbles. Valanciunas falls on top of him.
He's missed a couple of layups tonight. Ooh, shaking.
Gives it back out. And Kispert knocks down another. So Kispert 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, he's been very focused tonight. Doing a good job.
Again, Knicks with 57 points, and we're still halfway to go here in the second quarter. As Towns is fouled. Carrington comes up hobbling a little bit.
We saw the Nets last night, folks, and I kept saying you're seeing some good defense. These guys are really contesting. You have not heard me say that tonight about the Wizards. So that's the difference when you have a young team. You've got to stress defense. That's what's going to get you out of your funk. And they're giving up, what, 125 points a game, Mike?
124, and just, I mean, they have really struggled, obviously, on the defensive end.
Right. This is where you must improve to become a better team. Towns, he cheers in applause, going to the bench.
Nice feed. Jericho Sims and a foul. Sims with the athleticism and a chance for a three-point play. And even Brunson can't believe it.
We've seen Huck Pody put on some dynamic, emphatic dunk shot. Watch the hesitation, rising, surprising, and hanging and banging off the glass. Jericho 6'10". We often allude to his uncanny leaping ability, showing it there. The bench intoxicated by that move.
So the crowd abuzz, but I think his teammates more so.
Yeah, I'm sure they've seen that in practice one time or another.
And gets the free throw to go. That's his first make from the free throw line, only his third attempt so far. Lead back up to 23. Poole to Valanciunas. Valanciunas to Kuzma. He had a layup, throws it back out. Kispert misses.
So did Valanciunas, Mike. He had a 10-footer. The Wizards are overpassing now. Valanciunas 10 feet away. Kuz had a layup, so they're reluctant to shoot the ball.
Poole coming to get it. Valanciunas left open. Josh Hart guarding him. Spins, throws it back out. Kispert, he's been hot, and that continues. His third three-pointer.
And only Wizard in double digits now is Kispert. He's a lethal shooter, as you can see, out of Gonzaga.
Brunson on the pull-up. Baseline jumper's good. Jalen Brunson now at 9.6 assists.
George, a good defender, but no match for Brunson on the baseline. Poole trying to get open to no avail.
Valanciunas, Kuzma, hook shot, rolls off the rim.
OG
now 2 for 6.
OG harassing.
Brunson, step back three-pointer, knocks it down. Jalen Brunson with the 10th three-pointer of the half for the Knicks.
5 consecutive points now for the Brunson burner.
And this, the largest lead of the first half. Valanciunas can't get it to fall. Bridges comes away with a rebound. Bridges to Hart. Hart lines it up, three-pointer. And Anunoby with the offensive board. Bridges likes the corner. Not that time.
Crowd is falling silent now. Valanciunas has a hook shot.
Nice feed inside, and Poole able to finish.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're moving. Obviously, Bridges renowned for his defense. That time he was the culprit.
Brunson, the spin move, continues along the baseline. Nice feed to Hart. 7th assist for Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart now with 12 points.
That's what we mentioned with this team, lack of intensity on the defense. Guys literally walking to the basket.
Everything running through Valanciunas. Spins. Short shot is good. 8 points off the bench. He can still play. You wonder, Clyde, as the season goes on, when you get near the trade deadline, a Valanciunas or a Kuzma, there might be some teams very interested in them. And Anunoby.
Good D by Kuzma.
5 on the 24. Bridges on the baseline. Finds Sims. The floater's up and good.
Been waiting for Sims to become an offensive player. So after the stupendous dunk, that time the deuce in the paint.
And Anunoby nearly stole it. Him and Bridges the double team. By the way, that assist number 19 in the first half as Kuzma scores easily.
See Brunson 6'2", Kuz 6'10". No match.
Brunson on the drive, sidestep, back to Sims. Josh Hart wants to get it to Anunoby against Kispert. Anunoby, foul line jumper. Falls off the rim. Poole step back. Poole's only taken 4 shots. Kispert, as Anunoby falls down, gets it back, and Kispert continues his hot hand.
He likes that left corner, right in front of the Wizards bench.
And Anunoby walking over to the bench because the Knicks are going to call timeout. The Knicks blowing this one open early. Still a long way to go, but in complete control. A 20-point lead. 2:18 left in the half.
Why would I use hymns?
Holidays just around the corner. Scan the QR code. Hit thenix.com/fanfirst to register for the Knicks Fan First program to unlock exclusive Black Friday and Cyber Monday ticket deals this holiday season. Our MSG Player Spotlight is presented by Chase Freedom. Once again, we hear from Josh Hart. That's just a lot of noise, that segment, which he tends to do when he's out there. Josh Hart tonight, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and providing entertainment for the viewers at home.
All the Knicks with the knack tonight, blowing out the Wizards so far. 3 ball has been lethal.
Hart drives inside, banks it home. He's now 6 of 7 from the field.
Brogdon, poor effort that time.
Poole gets inside, trying to find some room now to Brogdon. Brogdon back to Valanciunas. Offensive foul. Clyde, what about if you're a Valanciunas or a Brogdon, those type of players, proud veterans who've played on some good teams, who've had some really good years, and you know this season, I know, granted, you're getting paid a lot of money. This is hard because you're going to lose most nights, and the agenda is really for the rookies to develop.
All right, so you wonder what is your future with a team like this if you're a veteran player right now.
Brunson, 3-pointer won't go. Again, come trade deadline, that might happen.
And look at Valanciunas, didn't start tonight, coming off the bench.
He's playing hard. Foul on Towns. By the way, their new general manager, Will Dawkins, one of the phrases that was used in preseason was for this year's goals, deconstruction and then laying the foundation.
And I always think the foundation has to be laid with defense, folks, not offense.
Well, Brian Keefe knows that this year is about development. Brian, who served as an interim head coach last year, took over in January, final 39 games, 18 years in the NBA, including the 15-16 season as an assistant.
Just a neophyte, Mike.
Yep. He played college ball, 2 years at UNLV, 2 years at UC Irvine. Started off in the NBA as a video coordinator for the Spurs. He was there when they won the title in 2007.
That seemed to be the job to get, Mike. All of those guys end up being head coaches.
Yep. Well, you watch so much film, you learn so much about strategy.
All right.
Nice feed inside from Brunson, and Towns able to convert.
Good hands by Towns, overwhelming Valanciunas.
Brogdon, bounce pass inside Kuzma.
Yeah, gymnastic acrobatics by the 16 Kuzma. That time OG got beaten backdoor.
Brian Keefe, by the way, he was the assistant for Derek Fisher. That's who brought him here. Fisher did not last the whole season. Kurt Rambis wound up being interim. Good catch there from Towns. Towns step back, 3-pointer. And an OB guarding Kuzma now. Brogdon, and they switch. Valanciunas against Towns. The sweeper is good.
Vintage Valanciunas.
Yep, he looks good.
Yeah, wheeling and dealing off the bounce now.
He's 32. This is his 13th year in the league, and first year with the Wizards. He's played for Toronto, Memphis, and New Orleans. Shot clock turned off. Wizards do not have a foul to give here. Brunson, nice fake, whips a pass down an Obi, extra pass, Hart, corner 3. And that will end the first half. Knicks led by as many as 25. They had 20 assists, shoot 57%, and hit 10 3-pointers. Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. Bill and Wally in the studio, the Audi MSG 150. 2 quarters complete in the Garden, a 19-point lead for the Knicks.
Fans, time now for a Junior Knicks youth basketball scrimmage on the iconic Garden Court. Please welcome the City Rocks basketball team. And now,
going on with this team over the last 2 nights. 20 assists, 7 by Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, the playmaker. Tell me about him.
Yeah, Jalen has a unique ability to not only be able to take over a game, but control the game as well. And right now he's controlling the game.
It's really led to a lot of three-pointers and a lot of offense. So what should we look forward to in the second half?
Continuing to share the ball and playing for each other.
Thanks very much. Mike, Clyde?
Well, short and to the point. And they have shared the ball, Clyde. Counting last game against the Nets on Sunday last night, and tonight's first 2 quarters, the last 6 quarters, the Knicks have 53 assists and 10 turnovers.
Yep, it's been outstanding. We mentioned they had 33 the last night, 2 shy of their season high. So Brunson had 10 in that game, continued to be the leader as well.
Now, with that said, again, it's a 19-point game. Wizards rebuilding, but Knicks are right now, they got the big lead. Sometimes you'll let your guard down as Brunson knocks down that shot. You're thinking about, all right, you got to pack and get ready for a long 5-game trip. And this loosey-goosey young team that has no expectations come out and start firing, hitting threes. You just never know what could happen. Sarr tries a 3-pointer. That won't go. Brogdon the rebound. A couple of fakes. Hart deters him. Shot clock at 7. Kuzma, tough fall away shot.
The Wizards have never had a rhythm tonight. Erratic, make one, miss one.
And Towns knocks down the 3-pointer.
Previously Brunson the 2-pointer. So the Knicks off to an auspicious start.
Well, they up the lead to 25. Sarr spins and does not get the roll. Towns now with another 20-point game, and he's done it in 18 minutes. Foul on Sarr, picks up his 3rd.
So you guys to learn to take away the right hand of Towns. He's too close to him. So the neophyte still learning the nuances of the defense. So it'll be a non-shooting foul. The Knicks will have it.
Bub Carrington chasing Bridges, and Bridges nails it. And now this is the largest lead. So at least the first 90 seconds, Knicks have come out with a force here of the 3rd quarter.
And their defense hasn't slacked off. Good contesting here.
Brogdon falls down, as did Brunson, and Brogdon able to take advantage. It's very quiet in here for a 24-point lead.
The Knicks have made 3 consecutive shots. Brogdon overzealous. So he's charged with the foul.
Well, Knicks scored 40 points in the first quarter. The Wizards, through the first part of this season, have been the worst defensive team in the league. Ryan Keefe says they're just trying to make progress defensively, playing so many young players. As much as a rebuilding process, you know, you state it, it's expected. It's difficult to go through.
Oh yeah. And it hasn't gotten cold yet, Mike.
Hart misses the 3.
That's when it's miserable. It's cold out. You're in Milwaukee, Cleveland, all those cities, and you lose it.
Kuzma can't hit. Sarr's follow too strong. Knicks come the other way. Brunson already with 9 assists in this game.
I mentioned the 10 he had last night.
And no turnovers.
That was a season high.
Anunoby can't, but Towns can. Anunoby slow to get up, but he seems to be okay. Quickly down the other end is Poole. Jordan Poole able to lay it up and in for his 3rd field goal.
He's shown some uncanny moves in transition, Poole. Eluding Hart that time.
Poole's actually 2nd in the NBA as he fouls Brunson in steals per game. That's behind Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels, the kid who's now in Atlanta, was with New Orleans, is averaging close to 4 steals per game, Clyde.
That's the Australian kid. I like him.
He's unbelievable.
Yep.
You know, the steals record has been the same for 48 years. Steals in a game. Daniels had 7. But the record is 11. Nice pass. Towns over the shoulder. He's done it again. And Anunoby, the beneficiary, timeout. And Brian Keefe is red hot at his team. He does not like the defensive effort.
We mentioned their Swiss cheese defense, the Teflon defense. Watch how easily the Knicks orchestrate this play. And Sarr is a good defender, see? Never saw his man on the ball. OG embarrassing him.
Knicks up big here in the third quarter. OG Anunoby, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Doing it all as usual. But last night after the game, we did the usual walk-off interview, OG Anunoby with me, and I'm asking him a question, and this is what he does. He takes the mic away, but he apologized. But you know what? I thought, let's see what he does with it. And Karl Anthony Towns comes over. He gives me a b-boy stance. He told me afterwards, guys, that he thought OG, when he grabbed the mic, was going to drop some bars. Maybe he thought he had a record coming out or something like that. But it just continued back and forth. It was a Talladega Nights Ricky Bobby moment. And I learned, Mike, not to give up the mic.
It's the Cardinals sin, but Anunoby's such a polite young man. Willingly gave it back.
That's how they do it in London, Alan.
Anunoby fakes the 3. Sarr's on him. Drives inside, uses the left hand. Won't go. Ball tipped. Poole throws it ahead. Bub Carrington. And Carrington way off. I think I mentioned earlier, he's the youngest player to start a game in franchise history for them. Just a little over 19 years old. Anunoby three-pointer. That's good. OG Anunoby in double figures, his first 3 attempt of the game.
Speaking of the mic.
There's the foul. Not going to wave it off. Ball above the cylinder.
Kuzma couldn't resist it. So Brogdon.
Yep, still on the cylinder. It's coming off. There are some that think they should go to the international rule. And that is once the shot attempt, the first shot attempt hits the rim, the ball is live. You can knock it off as a defender. You can throw it down as the offensive player. Anunoby, nice little Euro step there, lays it up and in. He's got 14. What would you think of that, Clyde?
I think it would get carried away, Mike. I think it would be too much. That's what Wilt Chamberlain used to do when they changed the rule.
Right. You know you're a spectacular player when your impact is so big that they have to change rules. Poole, 8 points, 5 assists. He's only taken 6 shots. He's hit half of them. Brogdon kicks it out in the corner. Kuzma. Sarr's going to try a 3, and that's good. Sarr from 3-point range is actually his numbers 22%.
You see the potential of the young man, Sarr. Second pick overall in this year's draft.
I mean, at his size and his athleticism, again, defensively, he's ahead of his offensive game. Kuzma flips it up, and nice bank off the glass.
Beguiling Towns that time was Kuzma. Nice head fake. That's why that's the Cardinals center defense, leaving your feet.
Carrington gets a little carried away, commits the foul. It's going to be the 14th foul. Bub Carrington. His real name is Carlton. His dad's nickname was Bub, so they call him Little Bub, and that's what everybody calls him.
Averaging 9 points, 5 assists, and he's going to the bench now.
Carlton Carrington III had a very good year at Pitt last year. Made big strides as the season went on. He was their first round pick of Portland, the 14th selection, and they traded him.
Towns looking to post.
Towns looking, and Anunoby cuts. Can't finish, but a foul. And the Wizards say, let's challenge that.
Sarr doing a good job asserting himself. He's blocking 2 shots per game and a 7-footer. OG 6'7". Oh yeah, he got him on the arm. Right?
Yep. But Brian Keefe is going to challenge. Probably won't win it. They called the foul on Sarr. Right now that's his 4th. We'll find the result of the challenge when we come back.
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for me, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
With Underdog, you can win money while watching hoops. Just pick higher or lower on your favorite player's stats, like points, rebounds, assists, and lots more. Get it right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Underdog is available in most states. And the best part? Get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit. So go ahead, take your shot. Download Underdog now to claim your offer.
It does not get to the basketball. Therefore, the call will stand. The challenge is unsuccessful. Washington will be charged a timeout and lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game.
Washington is charged with a timeout. They will not be able to challenge any more calls this game. After video review by the replay center, the made field goal at 7:09 of the 3rd quarter by Alex Sarr has been ruled no basket, out of bounds.
You never want to lose your edge.
accomplishments of one Walt Clyde Frazier all season long. Tonight we're giving you the opportunity to enter the chance to win a limited edition pair of re-released original Puma Clydes. Download the Knicks app and enter for the chance to win. I've been wearing my Puma Clydes quite a bit lately.
Oh yeah?
And everybody loves them. And first thing they asked me, did Clyde give them to you? I said, at a discount. Meanwhile, the challenge unsuccessful, as Sarr and Clyde pointed out. Clearly got him. So Anunoby will shoot. Well, we got another timeout after the unsuccessful challenge. And time for another one of our MSG Player Spotlight presented by Chase Freedom. The mic on Josh Hart tonight.
Oh, God. Boy, I'm about to be 30, man. I'm getting up there. Shoot a cat. Yes, sir. Dope. Yes, sir. Good, Bo G. Bow. Off the comment. Square. Square. I'm with you. Oh. Oh, my goodness, OG.
You know, the way he was running up the court, he looked like me running. But I'm not 30. 30.
He does that, but he never quits, folks. So
you just love the joy he plays with.
Right. And it's contagious. The other Knicks pick up on his effort and makes you want to play harder as well.
By the way, they took a three-pointer that Alex Sarr hit off because he was out of bounds when he took before he took the shot. So it's now 89-62 as Anunoby shoots two. And Tom Washington, the official, is going to hand him the ball. Washington's in his 34th year in the NBA. Longest tenured official right now. How about this, Clyde? There is not one single player in this game on either team's roster that was born when he started reffing in the NBA back in 1991.
That's how young they are, especially the Wizards.
Not a single one. And he said, I asked him if he remembered his first game. And he said, yes, it was 91. Pistons played the Hawks. His fellow official, and there were only two at the time, was the great Darryl Garrettson. And he said all he remembers from that game is that he had to break up a fight between Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis, 7 feet tall.
And here he is, 34 years later, still a terrific NBA official, as Poole puts up the three. 1,840 games he has officiated. That's one heck of a career.
Yep.
And he still feels good. He's in great shape as Bridges drives, stripped by Kispert. And Sarr on the finish. By the way, that turnover is only the third turnover for the Knicks to their 25 assists.
Yeah, they've been very frugal with turnovers, only 8 the previous game. And being an NBA ref, Mike, is a lonely job. You can't fraternize. You can't go out to places. You're really sequestered wherever you go.
No, they can go out to dinner together and
yeah, but they can't be seen around a lot of people because of the integrity of the game. See in certain places.
You know what? That's why the camaraderie, as Brunson hits that, is so good, because that's their family on the road. And as you know, with an NBA referee, every game's a road game.
Right. A lot of discipline required.
Well, Monty McCutcheon, who is one of the great refs of all time, is now in charge of the officials as Sarr misses that. And he does a wonderful job with them.
Well, when I played, we were out in the boondocks at a Holiday Inn. So after the game, everybody's in the same bar, the officials and everything.
Right.
So you can imagine the abuse that they got.
Towns is fouled on a nice pass from Josh Hart. Now, what's happened with the officiating staff, and Tom Washington is clearly an exception, a lot of the very best officials have retired over the last 5 or 6 years. So it has been a little bit of a rebuilding. About a third of the staff is in its early ages or early years of being a ref. Kevin Scott is there. He's in his 14th year. Kevin Cutler's our other official tonight in his 50th. But there's a lot of young officials. And I remember Joe Forte telling me years ago, Joe Forte, who was a great official in the college game, did a lot of Final Fours, and then went on to the NBA. His son Brian is reffing now. He told me that it took him about 5 years before he felt he was a good NBA official and really felt comfortable.
It's like being a player.
Yes, it's hard, and even a great college official like that, it's such a difficult game. And you think back when you only had 2, that was pretty incredible.
And now the females as well they have on the staff.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Still Washington ball. Poole upset. He thought he got fouled. He's yelling at Tom Washington.
He's been in disarray all evening, has Poole. Very few shot attempts, very few assists, and he's their top gun coming into the game. 22 points a game.
Tom Washington's been yelled at for 34 years. And Buck Carrington knocks down the 3. His 3rd field goal. Anunoby the catch. Bridges now. Shot clock down to 8. Jab step from Brunson. Long 3-pointer. And comes up short.
Oh, alley-oop.
Brunson, good hustle to get back defensively and comes up with a steal. Brunson now drives, going coast to coast. Bank shot. He can't get it to fall. He's had so many of those this year, ones that normally go down and just have bounced out. Kispert drives, can't finish. Payne has it the other way. And Anunoby 3-pointer. Sims the rebound. One bounce, stripped down low.
Sims got to protect the ball with his body. Carrington previously a jumper. Looking for another one. He's wide open.
Sims left him. Can't hit. Valanciunas, that was an easy rebound for him. Puts it back up and in. And Tom Thibodeau calls timeout.
So we had a vacillating pace there. Some ill-advised shot attempts. Turnovers. And Valanciunas has played well tonight. So he has 12 points, 6 bounds, making the hoop.
A 26-point lead. Come to the Garden, see the Knicks in action. Just scan the QR code or head to Knicks.com to get tickets to your favorite matchups. Knicks are going to go on the road for 5 games after tonight. All right, well, we have time. Let's look at our Cadillac trivia question. Last night, Jalen Brunson recording his 17th 10-plus assist game with the Knicks. 135 behind the all-time franchise leader. Franchise leader of assists or 10 assist games? 10 assist games, I guess. Okay. Post your answer to hashtag Cadillac Trivia. You gonna try? Are you gonna guess?
Yeah, that might be me, man. That might be me. I know I'm the career leader in assists, but whether it's 10 or more per game.
We'll have the answer shortly. We'll let everybody think about it for a while. Jalen Brunson, 9 more assists tonight. 16 points. He's 6 of 12 from the field, as you see there. Knicks as a team, 55%. You know, obviously, the Wizards are a bad defensive team, but you like how the Knicks came out. Let's take care of business right from the opening tip.
Yep, it was contagious. All the Nickelback dishing and swishing, lethal from behind the arc as they continue to pour it on the Wizards.
Wizards in a zone. Saw a little zone in the first half. Bridges, nice slip pass, jump shot, good.
And that's the vulnerability of the zone right there, folks, right in the center, right around the free throw line.
And Brunson back-to-back games with 10 assists. Kispert tripped up.
And Knicks have been doing an excellent job on the defense. That's their first team foul. So they've been playing defense with their feet, not their hands.
Bridges, his first personal, but before any shot attempts, so they'll take it side out.
Kispert has been lethal off the bench with 14 points. Mentioned Valanciunas with 12.
Gill getting his first action. Drives inside, bank shot won't go. Valanciunas right there off the Anthony Gill miss.
Yeah, nobody blocking out. It's come a lost start in the NBA.
Bridges to Brunson. Brunson sets, fires, hits the three-pointer. Jalen Brunson now with 19 and 10. And the Knicks lead back up to 29. The question is, how soon will Tom Thibodeau empty his bench in the fourth quarter? Carrington gets inside. Can't get it to fall. Jericho Sims. Sims had a, you missed it, a highlight dunk in the first half. Brunson fires, connects, back-to-back threes for Jalen Brunson.
After one of his worst games the last game, 3 of 14 from the field or 5 from behind the arc. Brunson burner percolating tonight.
And this is the largest lead. Brunson picks up the foul, his first. Knicks up 32. Knicks have been up by double figures most of the way.
Take a look at Brunson, averaging 25 a game. Mid-range jumper there.
Last year, he shot 40% from 3. Started off hot from 3. Just recently, ball poked away, Dadier. And Gill gets inside, lays it up and in. George defending Brunson. Brunson a little fancy on the dribble. Saved by Payne. Final minute here in the third. Brunson, corner 3. Again, and a foul. Jalen Brunson ending the third quarter with a flourish and a lead back up to 30.
4 consecutive hoops for Brunson. Let's take a look in the corner. George with the volley. So Brunson has an opportunity to get in the Knicks record books with a 4-point play.
13 points here in this third quarter. Nearing chance of MVP. And you know, he's low in the way he's shooting the ball, because you could tell, and it didn't affect the rest of his game. But he's had a couple of games recently where he shot poorly, and they were good shots, shots that normally drop but had not been. Well, they're going down tonight. A 34-point lead, a 26-point, 10-assist game for Brunson. Valanciunas against Sims, misusing his strength, and a foul by Sims.
Mentioned Valanciunas has been elusive tonight. So I'm moving and grooving there. Looking good coming off the bench. So going to the line for 2.
How about Valanciunas? He's 4th in the NBA in free throw shooting, Clyde. He's 30 for 32, 94% for a guy that's 7 feet tall. His career, he's always been a good solid three-point shooter, 79%, but exceptional so far this season.
See the depth touch. He can literally count the seams on the ball when he releases it.
He's always been a good pro. You know, he played those 6.5 years in Toronto, and they traded him the year that they won the title.
Oh, wow.
We got Marc Gasol. But everywhere he's got a 25 rebound game. He's been the top 5 in the NBA in double-doubles and rebounds. Hard screen set by Sims. Bridges wide open in the corner. Can't hit the 3. Payne the rebound. Carrington finally gets up. That was one tough NBA screen. Brunson trying to get away from Valanciunas. Nice feed. Oh, beautiful pass. And Sims to finish. The 30th assist of the night for the Knicks, number 11 for Brunson.
Brunson has it all, doing it all now, entertaining the crowd tonight.
Carrington can't hit, and the third quarter comes to an end. Well, no letdown to start the third after the big first half. Knicks just pouring it on as they try and win their 3rd in a row to wrap up this homestand. 58% shooting, 52% from downtown, 109 points through 3. We head to the 4th here at the Garden.
Additional shot for Nicholas at the bonus spin to win perhaps an additional $1,000. All right, Nicholas, if you're ready. 3, 2, 1, shoot! He's got pin number 1 right away. He's got bin number 2. Looking for number 3, the one in the middle. He's got 3. 10 seconds. He's got time. Bin number 4. Let's see what happens. 3 seconds. And time is up. All right, Nicholas, you got 3 bins. That's $600. Now you have the chance to go home with an additional $1,000 if you can hit the bonus bin. Here we go. Let's hear it for him. Oh, a little off on the bonus bin. But you have won. Still going home with $600. Thanks for playing the Knicks Drop in the Bucket contest.
New York Knicks basketball is brought to you by Chase. Knicks blowing out the Wizards tonight, 109-75 as we head to the 4th. Or Abu Dhabi Find Your Pace, presented by Experience Abu Dhabi. Jalen Brunson, just a beautiful game tonight. 26 points, 11 assists, no turnovers. So
last 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter, he took over, dishing and switching.
Valanciunas, his jumper is good. Now, interesting to start the 4th. Cameron Payne, Tyler Kolek, Jericho Sims, Pacome Dadier, and Ariel Haporti. Let's see if they play the whole 4th quarter.
If they're efficient, Mike, they will.
Dadier's been playing in the rotation. You're absolutely right, Clyde. Kolek has to put it up with the shot clock coming down. Valanciunas the rebound.
Carrington, the other 19-year-old, couple of 19-year-olds out there tonight, folks.
And able to bank that in.
Our Dadier, 19 as well.
The closest the Wizards have been in the 2nd half, as a palming violation is called on Cameron Payne. Closest they've been was at halftime, where it was 19. It's only the 4th turnover by the Knicks. How about through the first 3 quarters? 30 assists and 3 turnovers.
At 33 last night, season high has been 35.
Here's George. Pull-up shot, won't go. Sims with a rebound. 7 points, 7 rebounds for Jericho Sims.
Dadier. Kolek baseline.
And Sims stepped out of bounds. A little sloppy play right now.
Yep, the old 50-foot court, 50 feet wide, not wide enough for Sims.
You'd never know Tom Thibodeau's team was up 30 by that shot. Sarr's out there with Carrington. 2 19-year-olds. Carrington bank shot is good.
Carrington learned how to manipulate and devastate in the paint now, doing a good job.
He averaged about 14 a game last year at Pittsburgh. And this year he leads. Kolek, nice move, can't get it. Haporti kept it alive. But Carrington leads all rookies in assists and steals. George up top, Kispert. Kispert drive and a foul on Haporti.
Listen, Kispert 14 off the bench now, looking for 2 more.
The Knicks record for most assists, now they're probably not going to get that tonight. They were on pace for it, but the Knicks record for most assists in a game happened way back in 1979, 45. Michael Ray Richardson had 16 and Ray Williams had 13. In comes Josh Hart. By the way, that's going to be one of my, it's either you or Michael Ray Richardson.
Oh yeah. saw Michael Ray recently. He was working with the Knicks camps out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, last time I saw you looked great. We used to see him in Denver every year. 109-83. A 34-point lead has been cut to 26. Tom Thibodeau does not want to put his starters back in. Although he just did put Josh Hart in. Dadier an air ball.
He had a couple of those tonight after making 2 threes.
George thought about it.
Nice pick
inside
and
to
roll.
Gill, and Gill is fouled by Huck Forty.
Yeah, a little deja vu. Huck Forty again, the culprit. So that was a nice pick and roll to get inside.
The Knicks head coach right now is miserable because he does not like the way this group is playing.
Huck Forty had that stupendous game. 7 bounds, 4 bounds, 7 points, 4 block shots. And he can't get off the bench until tonight.
Tom Thibodeau had a funny sequence. He meets with the press before every game. A little pregame press conference. And while he was talking, one of the members of the media, their phone, and it was the Siri voice, said, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." And it interrupted him. And Thibodeau, without beating that, goes, "That's a familiar feeling in this room, that's for sure." Taking a little shot at the media. It was pretty funny. Carrington back to Kispert. No hesitation. 3-pointer won't go. Huck Forty the rebound. This is the type of game, especially if you're the winning team, well, maybe not especially, where you just keep looking up the clock and hoping it just keeps going. This one was decided early. Dadier. His 3-pointer. That won't go. Gill the rebound. Carrington whips a pass inside to Gill. Gill up and in. And Tom Thibodeau has seen enough, calls a timeout. 10 straight points to start the 4th. The coach is upset. The lead cut to 24.
Why would I use Hims to have my ED meds delivered to my door? I love pharmacy lines.
Why would I use clinically proven ingredients to regrow my hair through Hims? I love wearing hats 24/7.
Why would I choose weight loss treatment I can afford through Hims? I love selling off my prized possessions.
Why wouldn't I get high quality care I can trust? I love Hims. Get treatment you'll actually love at hims.com.
I'm so glad you texted. You're going to love this place.
Good afternoon, folks. Any idea what we're having today?
I'll have more on Houston's quarterback yards and less on San Francisco's running back yards.
Let me get a 10 to 48. Thank you. Wait, what's going on?
We're making our picks on Sleeper.
Sleeper? On Sleeper, you pick a player to have more or less than his projected stats. If you pick 2 or more players, you can win big, up to 100 times. So what do we have?
we know something we don't.
Johnny Franco, Steve Shripper love to come to the Garden. New York guys. As with Stephon Marbury, obviously. Kolek. Corner three is good. Tyler Kolek saying he's just got such a sweet stroke. He's 7 of 12 from three-point range in the limited time that he's had.
He's got to improve his defense to see more playing time. Backdoor, good job by Hart to take it away.
Kispert. Payne blocked the shot, but also committed the foul.
Kispert elusive off the bounce. Lethal with the 3 ball. He has 16 points. Looking for 2 more. Man from Gonzaga.
He's their leading scorer. We're at 16. Tonight's Cadillac Trivia answer. Jalen Brunson, 18, 10+ assists with the Knicks, 130 behind the all-time franchise leader. You, Michael Ray, or Mark Jackson?
Mark Jackson.
Just talked to Mark the other day.
Where does he live, in California?
Yep. I'm trying to get him to come back to New York. He's a New Yorker. It's where he belongs.
Aren't you hanging out with Mullins? He's a California. He's happy out there, huh?
Yeah, although he spends his summers here in New York. This is what we're talking about now as Cameron Payne hits another three-pointer. He's 3 for 3 from downtown. Bob Carrington. They really like him. He's 6'4", 195.
He's figured out how to get in the paint to score, this time the 3 ball. His last 2 hoops that come off the bounce in the paint.
Payne pulls back out, shot clock at 5. And hits another 3. He's 4 for 4 from downtown. 12 points in 18 minutes and 6 assists.
That was over the 7-foot Sarr.
He is starting to really play well as George drives, flips it out. Sarr, Carrington's going to get another look, lines it up, knocks it down.
Mentioned the neophyte starting to figure it out.
He's shooting 37% from 3. If you're a Wizards fan, and you understand, listen, the team's rebuilding, they're going to lose a lot of games. As Kolek kicks it out to Hart and Anunoby back in it. So Tom Thibodeau did bring them back. You've got to, what gives you hope is you see players like Carrington, Sarr, Koulibaly, who's not playing tonight. It gives you hope as Gill took a shot in the face.
Hart went down as well.
And Hart as well, lying on his back.
And Anunoby felt as he was in the collision, 3-way collision. See Anunoby, Hart.
This is why you worry about, in a game like this, you want the reserves to take care of business so you don't have to have the starters play down the stretch because of possible plays like that.
Right.
So the foul was on Gill.
And he got the worst of it.
Cameron Payne, who's looked like a terrific pickup for the Knicks, misses that one. That's his first miss there. Bridges, another soft touch mid-range. He's shooting from 2-point range 63%. All 5 starters in double figures again.
And OG's over 60% from 2-point range. Hart as well. And that's why the Knicks is second best in field goal percentage this season, coming into the game 49%.
Bridges, air ball.
That was a pass, Mike.
Jericho Sims, by the way, 7 points, 7 rebounds. Time for a Range Rover dynamic performance.
Payne, 6 assists last night, no turnovers. And this time shaking and baking with the 3 ball over Sarr.
Kispert sits down. Marvin Bagley checks into the game. Former number 2 overall pick. Now playing for his 3rd NBA team. Mikal Bridges squeaks inside.
We mentioned his 2-point prowess, over 60%.
Carrington not that time. So Bagley, by the way, when I said he was the second overall pick, that was back in 2018. The first pick was DeAndre Ayton. Bank shot goes in from Butler, Jared Butler.
Another rare turnover for the Knicks.
By the way, Clyde, 2018, that year, that's the year that Villanova beat Michigan in the NCAA final. And there are 3 players who played in that game playing tonight. There's mass substitutions. Dadier comes back in. Kolek comes in. And there you go. Jalen Brunson and Bridges, both on Villanova's championship team. Jordan Poole played on Michigan. But look at who else was in that game. Dante DiVincenzo, Duncan Robinson of the Heat, Mo Wagner with the Magic, and Colin Gillespie is now with Phoenix. There's the box score from the game. DiVincenzo was magnificent, 37. And there you see Brunson and Bridges won the NCAA title. Jordan Poole. There's a few other guys like Eric Pascal who actually played in the league but are no longer, or at least right now, not playing. I think back at, that's not that long ago. Kolek shot misses.
Shaky.
Offensive foul. Cameron Payne doing it at both ends.
Learning from Brunson how to sacrifice his body. Doing a good job drawing the charging violation.
So Butler picks up his first personal. Butler played in an NCAA championship game.
The Butler did at that time.
Played for Baylor and they won it. Kolek kicks it out. Dadier, corner 3. It's good. Dadier 3 for 6 from downtown.
Yeah, when he's missed them, they've been all air balls. But he made it all net.
You know, Clyde, obviously this has been an extension, as the great Marv Albert used to say, garbage time. But for these players, it's a chance to gain trust of the coach. And that's it. Payne floats it up and in. Remember we saw Miles McBride saying that earlier. I think he was saying it to Huck Porty when he came into the game, telling him, even though the game is decided, he said, hey, here's where you concentrate, focus, because here's where you gain the trust of the coach and from your teammates. So it seems like, all right, let's just play out the string here, but it's important minutes for young players.
Plus, Mike, you can practice all you want. It's completely different in the game, getting game experience.
Kolek drives. Good save by Payne.
Knicks handling the ball like a hot potato.
Bridges turns, shoots, and scores.
Bridges 21 points last night.
Well, they've been waiting for this clock to stop to get him out. Brunson did not play at all here in the fourth, as Bagley able to throw it down.
Brunson dominated the third quarter. Stitching and swishing, giving the Knicks a lot of breathing room.
Well, again, the Knicks led by 13 after the first quarter. Never look back. Cameron Payne again, 5 for 6 from downtown. 17 points, 7 assists in 23 minutes.
So Payne, the beneficiary of Deuce not being here again tonight. So he's been able to capitalize.
So a timeout called. He has been a nice addition and needed with Deuce McBride missing his 3rd straight game.
Cam has been a big pain for the Wizards, folks.
I'm going to give you this designer bag if you can prove to me that you know your finances.
Well, let's do it.
How many subscriptions do you have?
Probably just Netflix and Spotify.
All right, it's saying you have 13 subscriptions, which is costing you around $270 a month.
What? The app is telling you all of this?
It shows you all your expenses in one place, and it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need.
Coming for me, but okay.
Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
This is The History of Glasses by Warby Parker. A theory of optics emerges in Egypt. Then for a while, not much happens. With glasses, at least. A millennium later, the first pair is made near the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It had just started leaning. Glasses exist now. People can see, but they're more expensive than they need to be. So we start Warby Parker. We cut out the middleman to design higher quality eyewear for an actually fair price. Shop it at home, in stores, even virtually. It's the 21st century, not medieval Italy. That's the history of glasses and the future. Come see at warbyparker.com.
Knicks up 33. Just over 2.5 left here of the fourth. Look at tonight's Kia card. Right after Butler takes his free throw. There's a take foul call. Well, Jalen Brunson, 26 points, 11 assists. He also hit 5 of 9 from 3. Did not have a turnover. Karl Anthony Towns in just 25 minutes had 24 points. 12 rebounds, 3 more assists. Again, Knicks playing against right now the worst defensive team in the NBA, but they just completely dominated. As Gill hits the 3.
Yep, it was from the get-go. The Knicks came out with fire and desire right away, taking care of business.
Matt Ryan's come into the game. Jacob Toppin. Oleg's pass throws it away.
Good idea, but the pass was awry.
Johnny Davis, Bagley in the game. Patrick Baldwin has come on as well for the first time. And Gill. Butler keeps that dribble alive, trying to find some room. Gill very aggressive, looking for a shot, and gets it to go. Gill's an interesting story. He played at Virginia. Wasn't drafted in 2016. Took him 4 years to get to the NBA. Went over, played in the EuroLeague in Russia. And finally made the NBA. And has worked out himself a nice career. Now in his 5th year. Huckporty banks it home.
Nice dish by Toppin to find him underneath.
So Huckporty, who had some very good minutes on last Friday against Brooklyn. Gaudier grabs that.
Toppin previously a good dish. Looking to switch now. Another one inside.
Huckporty has it taken away by Bagley. And as we approach a minute remaining. Toppin the rebound. So the Knicks are going to finish his homestand 3-1. The one loss was when they fell behind big to Chicago, came back, took that huge comeback, took a lead, and then lost it when Kobe White hit the 3 free throws. Otherwise, a very successful homestand. And now we'll head out for a 5-game road trip. As Kolek throws it up there, had to with the shot clock winding down. It's Phoenix, Utah, Denver, Dallas, and Charlotte, kind of bouncing all over the place. Well, the fans knew this one was over early. Of course, we've got the Audi Knicks post-game show. We'll hear from Tom Thibodeau and some of the Knicks. This one a good old-fashioned NBA blowout. Knicks taking care of business right from the get-go. The season high 134 points, the season high 37 assists. They hit 20 3-pointers, 20 of 40. 6 players in double figures. That's what you call taking care of business right here at the Garden. So Tom Thibodeau's team has their first 3-game winning streak of the young season, as the Washington Wizards lose their 9th in a row.
They should be ready mentally and physically for this upcoming road trip.
And didn't have to extend themselves here late in this one, which always helps in terms of long term. Experience amazing play of the game. Jericho Sims. It's presented by Lexus, the official luxury vehicle of the Knicks. Jalen Brunson was amazed, and Sims even the stoic Jericho Sims with a smile. And the Knicks enjoying that one.
Sims levitating, devastating, mesmerizing his teammates with that uncanny stuff.
Lots of smiles after what the cliche is. The Knicks win a laugher. And are now 8-6 on the season and 5-2 here at Madison Square Garden. Wizards now 2-11 overall and 1-6 on the road. It's going to be a long year for them, but it's all about developing young players for them. So Jalen Brunson shot the ball extremely well. 26 points, 11 assists, no turnovers, and now with Alan Hahn.
Thank you, Mike. So Jalen, another game where the team has 30 assists, back-to-back double-digit assists for you. What's happening with this offense right now?
We're playing together. We're making the right play at the right time, and the ball's going to hoop. Playing both sides of the ball right now. We just got to keep it going.
So on this homestand, you get 3 wins, and you win convincingly tonight heading into the road. Is the team starting to find its legs, find its chemistry with the new players?
It's going to be a slow, steady grind the entire year. Now we're going to continue to get better every single game, every single time we get the chance to. So, I mean, hopefully, but we're going to continue to go that way.
What's the last thing then? If you say it's still going to be a grind, what is something that you say we still can be better at this? What would it be?
I mean, it's not a finished product. We want to continue to just continue to get better every single day. I sound like a broken record, but I mean, that's literally what we talk about every single day. I mean, not staying complacent, just sticking to who we are and believing in each other.
You're a record that Knicks fans are playing on repeat these days. Thanks so much, Jalen. Mike?
Well, the broken record played so well. So the Knicks last year were 29th in the NBA in assists per game. This year they're 11th. And tonight they had their 7th game of 30 assists or more. Last year, 10 in 82 games. More to come, including the postgame.
The following is a paid presentation for the Shark Power Detect, presented by Shark Ninja. When you hold the title of America's #1 brand of vacuum,
if I hear Shark, I'm buying it. I know it's going to work well.
offer the most powerful suction